Presented by Listen Headlines. Latest financial news from trusted sources. Updating daily noontime New York City.
Finance and Economics.
May 13, 2000 America, New York. The world needs a new economic motor. Could India fit the bill? The shifting structure of the global economy will make that hard.
Finance and Economics.
May 13, 2000 America, New York. China's extraordinary export boom comes to an end. COVID-related supply bottlenecks meet slowing foreign demand.
Wall Street Journal Markets.
May 13, 1110 America, New York. What to know if you want to buy the dip. The Federal Reserve is giving the stock market a fright as it ramps up its efforts to control inflation. The volatility may last longer than the past few decades have led investors to expect, but you can still prosper with discipline, patience and courage. New York Times Business.
May 13, 1102 America, New York. An optimist at the helm of IBM. Arvind Krishna is trying to stay in touch with the company's roots as he confronts today's challenges. Arvind Krishna.
Daily FX Market News.
May 13, 1040 America, New York. Consumer sentiment sinks as high inflation dents faith in economy. S&P 500 holds gains. U.S. consumer confidence plunges in May, reaching its lowest level since August 2011, dragged down by rising inflationary pressures and concerns about falling real incomes.
New York Times Business.
May 13, 9:59 America, New York. Is Elon Musk backing away from Twitter? Some early morning tweets fed into speculation that he could back out of the deal. Surprise.
Wall Street Journal Markets.
May 13, 9:03 America, New York. Stablecoin Terra USD continues downward spiral. Bitcoin gains. The largest cryptocurrencies showed signs of recovery following a roughly week-long sell-off, while beleaguered stablecoin Terra USD continued to tumble.
The Library of Economics and Liberty.
May 13, 9 o'clock America, New York. Woody Holton's Not-So-Hidden History. Woody Holton, professor of history at the University of South Carolina, has written a nearly 800-page tome entitled Liberty is Sweet and subtitled The Hidden History of the American Revolution.
New York Times Business. May 13, 9 o'clock America, New York. Think twice before taking out a private student loan. Interest rates are rising for both federal and private borrowers. But private loans have fewer protections and are often more expensive, student advocates say.
Global economy.
May 13, 8:46 America, New York. Car bosses warn of supply chain threat to electric vehicle rollout. Tesla and VW lower delivery expectations because of chip shortages and raw material costs.
Wall Street Journal Markets.
May 13, 8:32 America, New York. Twitter stock tumbles pre-market on deal holdup. Shares of the social media company tumbled in pre-market trading, after Elon Musk said his deal to buy it was on hold.
Daily FX Market News.
May 13, 8:24 America, New York. AUD, USD price forecast. Aussie dollar remains at the behest of China. Multi-year lows being tested by AUD, USD bears as the Chinese economy grips commodity currencies.
Wall Street Journal U.S. Business.
May 13, 8 o'clock America, New York. Slowdown in Canada's housing sector shows risk of higher rates. The Bank of Canada's efforts to curb inflation threaten to end the country's real estate boom, which has been a strong driver of its economy.
Marginal Revolution. May 13, 7:21 America, New York. Systemic bias versus concentrated bias. Discrimination exists, but rather than being systemic, Campbell and Brower argue it's due to a small number of prejudiced individuals. Discrimination has persisted in our society despite steady improvements in explicit attitudes toward marginalized social groups.
Daily FX Market News.
May 13, 7:15 America, New York. EUR/USD price forecast. EUR/USD continues its decline ahead of EU CPI next week. EUR/USD remains technically and fundamentally susceptible to even further losses as ECB members reiterate the same message regarding rate hikes and Apexit. Wall Street Journal U.S. Business.
May 13, 7 o'clock America, New York. Inside the collapse of CNN+, the news channel's Apollo mission. Hundreds of staffers were drawn to the streaming venture, which was positioned as the network's future. The $5.99 a month service lasted 1 month.
BBC News Business.
May 13, 6:14 America, New York. Elon Musk puts Twitter deal on hold over fake account details. The billionaire tweeted that he wanted to see more information on spam and fake accounts.
BBC News. Business.
May 13, 6:14 America, New York. Elon Musk puts Twitter deal on hold over fake account details. The billionaire tweeted that he wanted to see more information on spam and fake accounts.
Wall Street Journal U.S. Business.
May 13, 5:31 America, New York. Europe's gas market is still counting on Russian supplies. Russia has reliably provided gas to Western Europe for decades, but the risk of a cutoff keeps rising.
BBC News. Business.
May 13, 5:28 America, New York. Drivers cut back on journeys as fuel costs bite. One UK petrol station operator tells the BBC motorists are making fuel last a little bit longer.
BBC News Business.
May 13, 5:28 America, New York. Drivers cut back on journeys as fuel costs bite. One UK petrol station operator tells the BBC motorists are making fuel last a little bit longer.
Global economy.
May 13, 3:49 America, New York. European shares rise as traders assess future path of monetary policy. Global stock markets still on track for sixth consecutive week of falls.
Marginal revolution.
May 13, 3:05 America, New York. Is Sri Lanka becoming a failed state? The economic crisis is a result of mismanagement by the Rajapaksa administration and its predecessors, as well as Sri Lanka's vulnerability to external shocks.